Hello friends, welcome to MPC JE Educator YouTube channel. This is the first lecture of quadratic equations friends. Before starting quadratic equations, we need to know a topic which is polynomial. Friends, polynomial is nothing but any equation of the form y equal to a naught x power n plus a1 x power n minus 1 plus a2 x power n minus 2 up to so on an x power 0 form are known as polynomial, and here x is a variable. When we put different values of x, it will give different outputs. That is, the output will be unique, but they can be different or same. That is, for example, if I put x equal to 0, we will get output as an, like this. When we put some value of x, we will get some output. Next, here a0, a1, a2 up to so on an are constants, and they belongs to real numbers. Belongs to means nothing but they take the values of real numbers. Real numbers are nothing but all rational numbers and irrational numbers. That implies that this also includes 0. So examples of polynomial. First example is y is equals to x cube plus 3x square plus x plus 8. This is an polynomial where any constant is not equal to 0. Let us take an example of an equation such that some constants are 0. For example, y equal to x square plus 5, y equal to x power 4 plus 2x square plus 8. These are the examples where the constants are 0. Some constants, the constants might be anything. Then the next topic was degree of polynomial. Friends, for general equation of polynomial, which is y equal to a naught x power n plus a1 x power n minus 1 plus a2 x power n minus 2 up to so on an x power 0, its degree of polynomial is nothing but the power of x which is the greatest. For example, in this polynomial, there is a general equation of polynomial. The highest power of x was n. That implies that n is nothing but the degree of the polynomial. Next, let us take an example. For example, y is equals to 3x square plus 2x plus 1. This is a polynomial of degree 2. That is, the highest power of x in this equation is 2. Next topic is polynomial equation. Friends, polynomial equation is nothing but any equation of the form a naught x power n plus a1 x power n minus 1 up to so on an x power 0 is equals to 0. That is, in polynomial y equal to a naught x power n, a1 x power n minus 1, a2 x power n minus 2 up to so on an x power 0. When the output will be 0, the equation is known as polynomial equation. So this general equation is nothing but polynomial equation. For example, let us take an example of x cube plus x square plus x plus 5 is equals to 0. In similar way, that is, this equation is similar to polynomial, but only change was the output always will be 0, and the a0, a1, an are always any real numbers. So the equation like this also possible. These are the examples of polynomial equation, friends. And the highest power of x of this polynomial equation is known as degree of the polynomial equation. Next, friends, most of the people who are passed recently from 10th standard will think that roots and zeros are same. But friends, in reality, roots and zeros are not same. They are actually different. I will explain now what is the difference between zeros and roots. Friends, first we should know what are zeros. First let us assume that this polynomial gave some output k. It might be any constant. Friends, zeros are nothing but the values of x which we need to put in this equation or this polynomial such that we will get the output as k, which is some constant which we want. That x values are known as zeros. I will explain again. The values of x which we should put in this equation such that we should get an output k which we require. Next, what are roots? Friends, roots are nothing but the values of x which we need to put in polynomial equation such that we will get output as 0. That are roots. Friends, I hope you understood what is the difference between zeros and roots. That is, zeros are nothing but the inputs which we should put in polynomial, and roots are nothing but the values of x which we should put in polynomial equation. Next, let us start the main topic in this chapter, that is quadratic equation. Friends, quadratic equation is nothing but the polynomial equation which will have the degree of polynomial 2. That is a0 x square plus a1 x plus a2 is equals to 0. Friends, here a0, a1 and a2 are nothing but some constants which we can replace with another constants. I will replace it a0, a1, a2 with a, b, c. Then the equation will become ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. In most of the books, you will see the general equation of quadratic equation in this form. I will rewrite this: ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Friends, there is an important topic, that is the number of roots to an polynomial equation. Friends, the number of roots to an polynomial equation will be equal to the highest power or the degree of the polynomial equation. Yes, I will repeat again, no problem. Friends, the number of roots of a polynomial equation are equal to the degree of the polynomial equation, or we can also say the highest power of the polynomial equation. So from this we can say that quadratic equation will have two roots. They might be equal, distinct, real, or imaginary. Next, friends, you will learn in 10th class a formula which is the roots of ax square plus bx plus c. Let us revise that first. The roots of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 are x equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Friends, I am so confident that most of you, that is who are seeing this video, are remembered this formula in the 10th standard, and it is important. Friends, I think most of you don't know the derivation of this formula, so I will derive this first. Let us consider an quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Friends, I hope most of you know the formula of a plus b whole square, which is equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab. If you don't know, just remember this. I want to convert this into this, that is this form to this form, a square plus b square plus 2ab form. So I want to take a as common from this. So I will get x square plus b by a x plus c is equals to 0. Friends, there is an important point, that is a always not equal to 0. Why? But why? Yes, I will say you. That is, this equation to be a quadratic, it must have degree is equals to 2. Put a equal to 0 and see the equation. It will become a linear equation instead of a quadratic equation. So that's why this equation, to stay as a quadratic, a must not be equal to 0. So here I use this. A is not equal to 0, so I can write this equation as x square plus b by ax plus, this is c by a, is equals to 0. From here I am comparing this equation with this. In place of a, it is x square. In place of 2ab, this is, I am multiplying and divide this equation with 2, that is it will become 2 into x, that is a, into some constant which is b by 2a. So to convert this into a plus b whole square, I also want b square plus by 4a square. For that I will add and subtract b by 2a whole square to this equation such that it won't change. Plus there is another constant, nothing but c by a is equals to 0. From this I can write as x plus b by 2a whole square, that is a square plus b square plus 2ab, minus b square by 4a square plus c by 2a, c by a. Friends, I will multiply and divide this with 4a. So I will get 4ac minus b square. When we take this LCM, that is a into 4a is nothing but 4a square is equals to 0. This is also equals to 0 because we must put x, this equals to 0. Then from this I will get x plus b by 2a whole square equals to b square minus 4ac by 2 4a square. Friends, I hope you all know this, that is, for example, any x square is equals to 4, then x values will be plus or minus 2. That is, on applying square root to this x, it will give the output as plus 2 or minus 2. How this arrived? Let me explain you this. Friends, x square equal to 4 implies when we put some value of x in this, it will give us an output as 4. So I can put x values either plus 2 or minus 2. When we put two values of this, it will give the same outcome. So because of this, x is equals to plus or minus 2. Similarly, here we don't know whether the input is positive or negative, but when we put either positive or negative, it will give the same outcome. So I will write x plus b by 2a is equals to plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, that is square root of 4a square is nothing but 2a. Why did I written plus or minus? Because I don't know whether x plus b by 2 is positive or negative, so I will write the possible values of this is plus or minus, similar to this. I hope you understand this. If you understand this, comment in the down. This is how we will derive this formula. Then we will do some problems. First example was find the roots of x square plus 2x plus 1 is equals to 0. I will do this in two methods. Method 1, by formula x is equals to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2j. Friends, compare this equation with ax square plus bx plus c, and you will know that a is equals to 1, b is equals to 2, and c is equals to 1. From this, we know that roots are is equals to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4 by 2 times of 1. 4 cancel. So minus 2 by 2, which is minus 1. So it have equal roots and that are minus 1 comma minus 1. Friends, as I said, a quadratic equation must have two roots. So I got only one root, so that implies that it have two equal roots which are minus 1 comma minus 1. Method 2. Friends, x square plus 2x plus 1 is nothing but x plus 1 whole square equals to 0. From this we would know x is equals to minus 1 in a simple manner. Then let us go to an next example. That is solve for x of the equation x square minus 3x plus 2 is equals to 0. Similarly, by method 1, compare this equation with ax square plus bx plus c. It will give a is equals to 1, b is equals to minus 3, c is equals to 2. From this we can get roots as minus 3 plus or minus root of 9 minus 4 into 1 into 2 by 2 times of 1. From this you can get 3 plus or minus root of 9 minus 8 by 2, which will give you 3 plus or minus 1 by 2, which will give you 2 comma 1. That is 3 plus 1 equal to 4, 4 by 2 is 2, 3 minus 1 equal to 2, 2 by 2 is equal to 1. It implies that the roots of this equation was 2 comma 1, that is these values of x will satisfy this equation. Next, method 2, this is factorization method. By this method we can also solve this equation. Friends, first of all, multiply these two, you will get output as 2x square. Then you should split the center one, that is linear term, such that on multiplying them you will get 2x square. Let me do that. X square, I will split 3x as minus 2x and minus x. Why? Observe this, 2x into minus 2x into minus x is equals to plus 2x square. From this I will take x common, which will give me x into x minus 2, and from this I will take minus common, which will give me x minus 2 is equals to 0. From this I will take x minus 2 as common, which will give me x minus 2 into x minus 1 is equals to 0. From this I know that the roots of the equation are x equal to 1 comma 2. See, both the methods gave me same answers. Friends, this formula is applicable in every equation, but we can't factorize every quadratic equation. Next question. Let us solve an amazing question and end up our session. The question is x square plus x minus 2 whole square plus x square minus x minus 6 whole square is equals to 4 times of x square minus 4 whole square. Friends, first, please don't be afraid when you see the questions like this. First, observe this well. Friends, by my observation, I know that by adding this I will get 2x square minus 8, which can also be written as 2 times of x square minus 4, which was given in this question. So I should use this to solve this question. Then I thought to take x square plus x minus 2 is equals to any constant. My channel was MPC JE Educator, so I will take this as m. Next, x square minus x minus 6 is equals to c. Then now I want to replace this whole equation with m and c. See, how can I do this? M square plus c square is equals to, this is nothing but m plus c by 2. Why 2, friends? Here 2 is, we took 2 as common, whole square into 4. From this I could get that m square plus c square equal to m plus c whole square. Friends, expand this, we will get m square plus c square equal to m square plus c square plus 2mc. M square c square will get cancelled. From this we know that 2mc is equals to 0. Friends, to become 2mc is equals to 0, m should be 0 or c should be 0 or they both should be equal to 0. Let us do this into some parts. So m can be 0 or c can be 0. From this, m is equals to 0 or c is equals to 0, or implies that union. Friends, I hope you all know what is union, because in 10th it will be explained. From this I can get x square plus x minus 2 is equals to 0, and from this I can get x square minus x minus 6 equal to 0. Now to solve this I have two methods, but I will use the method of factorization. See, I am splitting this as 2x minus x minus 2 is equals to 0. Why? While multiplying x square and minus 2, I am getting minus 2x square. So I splitted x such that I will get minus 2x square and multiplying the two terms. From this, take x as common. you will get x into x plus 2. From this take minus s common, you will get x into minus of x plus 2 equal to 0. From this take x plus 2 as common, then you will get x plus 2 into x minus 1 is equals to 0. From here you will know that x equal to 1 comma minus 2, or when you solve this quadratic through factorization method, you will get, friends, why I have written 3x minus 3x plus 2x, because when I sum this I should get minus x, and when I multiply these two terms I should get the multiplication of these two terms. On multiplying these two terms I am getting minus 6x square, so I should get by minus 6x square by multiplying these two terms. Let us check this. Minus 3x into 2x, which is nothing but minus 6x square. From this I can conclude that x into x minus 3 by taking x as common, and from this I can take 2 as common, and I can get x minus 3 is equals to 0. From this I am taking x minus 3 as common, which gives me x minus 3 into x plus 2 is equals to 0, which gives me x equal to 3 comma minus 2. Friends, when we have or, I said that we should union the answer. Union nothing but we should mix them. So the solution set will be 1, minus 2 and 3, because when we do union we will not write a same number two times. Friends, I hope you understood this problem. If yes, comment in comment section. Thank you.